jigging. Okay, you guys, it is finally time to get on the river. Jeff and Russ went to run and drop a truck, so I'm just sitting here kind of watching over our kayaks. And today, again guys, this week, this is my favorite fishery. Basically one of my favorite fisheries in the entire country. I kind of have a good idea of what I'm doing. I've cut a check on this river every single year I've been here. My worst finish is 13th. And I feel like for me, trying to relearn this river isn't really something that's going to benefit me. I kind of know what I'm going to do, especially with the conditions coming in. It's going to be beautiful all week long and then a major cold front Friday. So really anything you do this week is not going to tell you what to do this weekend. It's just not. You have to kind of know how these fish respond to cold fronts, what they're going to eat and where they're going to set up. So this is just going to be a fun week. Going to go out there, throw some wild baits today, just experiment, have a good time with my friends and take you guys along with the ride just to kind of showcase what this fishery can do when they're absolutely chewing. So we're launching. We're going to do a point B to point A float, which is kind of one of my favorite things to do. Jeff Little does a lot of this. It's where you launch your kayaks below and you motor up, fishing up. So a lot of times when you're river fishing, people will float down because it's easier, but that way you're missing a lot of targets and you're not presenting your bait in a way that you should when you're river smallmouth fishing. You want to bring your bait back with the current, go upriver so you're not spooking fish. So that's what we're doing today. We're going to use our Torqeedo motors and foot control steering to do that. Let's take a look at what I've got tied on this morning, because this is what I'm really excited about. Usually when people think river smallmouth fishing, they think little Ned rigs and little baby Hellgrammite baits and little jigs and weightless this, and where that can work on this river. If you guys have watched all my other tournament recaps, I'm always throwing big baits, big topwaters, buzz baits, wake baits, prop baits, chatter baits, big spinner baits. They eat big here and it's awesome. So let's look and see what I've got tied on before this trip. But first up, I've never caught a smallmouth on the Berkeley coal shad. It looks so dang good and I want to see how that goes today. I've got a chatterbait. I've got a Savage Gear rat. So I'm really excited about that. It's a wake bait. I do have a wacky general and I've got a little finesse jig that my buddy Russ actually hand tied. They're pretty cool. And I'm gonna go kind of creep over here and see what these guys got going. So Russ, yeah, no, we don't like that. That's just a bunch of punch rigs. I don't think Russ is rigged up for the Susky right now. But Jeff's more finesse guy. He does a lot of the little fluke type baits, a lot of little finesse things. So we fish a little differently, but I respect the absolute heck out of Jeff. He's one of my favorite people in the sport. He works for Torqeedo, and Russ and I are both on Team Torqeedo, so he's going to be filming us a little bit and doing some stuff for Torqeedo there. So the three of us are going to go out there, you know, kind of get some eyes on the water and fish a little bit, but we're not really practicing. We're going out to have a really good time and showcase why we love this river so dang much, why all of you need to put this on your bucket list. So let's get on the water. So I've never been able to use a motor in this tournament. I'm so freaking excited. I feel, because I cover so much water. There's a decent one, maybe? Nah, maybe not. Oh, it's a decent one. It's probably 17, maybe a 17. That makes me so angry. I don't want to throw a freaking Senko.
What is it?
Huh? It's a super fat one is what it is.
Smallmouth?
Yeah, dude. God, look how fat that thing is. Fat fish. I really hope we don't have to throw a Senko though. That would suck. That thing is super fat. That fish kind of boil. They were doing that the last tournament.
Christine, that is not your boat.
No, it's not.
No. Who was kind enough to lend you a boat?
Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Very kind. And the good thing was, lucky for me, it's set up just how I have mine set up. I've got my Torqeedo mount back there. I've got foot control steering, which is huge in moving water. I love using that. So I feel pretty dang gracious that I have a setup that's identical to what I'm used to. So I feel like it's not even throwing me off. And if anything, this boat's a lot cleaner and in way better condition. So I feel good.
Yours is used up.
Yeah.
So
There's a school of little juvenile smallmouth chasing this rat. There's like 15 or 20 of them. We found the nursery, y'all. We found the nursery. Oh, that's on the wake bait. Stay on there. Stay on there. It's on the rat. Yes. That's a big one.
You got one?
Huh? Yeah, on the rat. On the rat. That's a big one. At least 18. To let the current kind of take me down so I can land this fish. I don't have a net. On the rat, Jeff. That is cool. The rat.
That's cool. Oh, it's got like two
big
little legs instead of like a tail. Oh no, that is a tail too.
It looks good.
What a funky looking bait.
All right, you want to do a release?
Yeah, I'll put the
Okay, I'll
the
hold them
dome
right.
in first.
Okay. Ready?
Good job.
Oh yeah, that is so cool. I caught one on the rat. That's how I like to catch them.
Yeah.
That was pretty awesome. That was a nice fish. I haven't ever caught one on the rat wake bait before, so this thing has a really good action. I was pretty excited about it. I usually always throw wake baits here. That's the first bite we've got on it, and it's the big bite. That's the bites we're looking for. So, I've caught 5 on the stick bait, but
I'm up here.
they haven't been that big. So that's why sometimes you got to throw different baits to get those bigger fish. Babe, I'm still a $1.30. Oh, got him. Woo! On the rat. That's not a very big one. Baby, they're eating the wake bait pretty good.
Yeah.
Yep, eating that wake bait good. That thing got that rat all up in its mouth.
Like getting seriously prepped and making sure I go out.
All right, guys, we lost our tail. That was G. He's not fishing this tournament, sadly. He is in Texas fishing a big tournament and also a Bassmaster Classic qualifier on Possum Kingdom. That just made more sense for him to stay there and fish that. So I'm a little bummed, but it's okay. I will survive. Man, this little 5-inch Nessie looks pretty dang good. Yeah, burning it. You gotta throw it on a spinning rod, but you gotta, burning it has some pretty good action. Oh my gosh! That was a giant! Let's go! Oh my gosh, he just ate it. He just ate it. That was a giant fish that chased it down though. Got him! Oh, that was a little baby one. I feel like the little ones probably aren't gonna get hooked as good on this Nessie, but I want a big one to hit it. Very confident. Oh my gosh, that was a giant! Did you see that? Oh! Well, yeah, well, with this stuff I do. I feel this is just how I fished the last 4 years and done really, really well. It's just, there's another small, well, it was a smallmouth. That's not my thing. And I want to that's what I want to do. Oh, Jeff, go on, get it.
Get it.
Got him, yes! That's not near as big as that first one that chased it though. Did you see it waking after it?
Yeah, I saw the other one.
Huh?
I saw the one.
This one is not near as big as that other one, but it's still a nice fish, probably 17. Oh gosh, get out of the Torqeedo, get out of the Torqeedo.
You can press on your foot pedals to lift the motor completely out of the water.
Really?
Yep. If you think he's going for it, for your pedals.
Come here. Come here, this is a pretty one. Ah. Pretty fish. Got that Nessie hooked right in the top of the mouth. Did you see that thing chasing it down out there? Wasn't that cool?
On that bait to show,
Me too.
show the camera.
That's a nice one. Yep. Oh, it's a big one. It's a big one. Oh gosh. Eat it. Oh, it's probably only like a 16. Never mind. Wasn't that big, but still, that was cool.
Can I get that in? I don't know. I gotta go right up to it and look at it. They do it with topwater frogs. Ooh, yeah.
Oh gosh, that was probably a little better fish. And throw it past where oh, I got him. Oh my gosh, I just lost him again. They both felt pretty good, like, you know, solid fish. That's a big one. It came up and slurped it. Come here, big fish. Oh my gosh. Oh, got him. Oh, that's a nice one. That fish just came up, slurped that Nessie. Woo! That's a big one, you guys. A 19-incher. The fish doesn't look super healthy at all, but that thing came up. That was one of the coolest eats ever. It came up and just slurped the back of the Nessie and right at the boat. It was super cool. That's what we came here for. Let's let this girl go. Okay, so we are having a fantastic time right now. I hope you guys are as excited as I am. Definitely lost some fish on the, definitely had some fish, but I think I'm starting to kind of figure out the cadence that I need to get this, to let these fish get this bait in their mouths and the really big fish. So we're gonna keep throwing it. This is an awesome bite. Let's catch some more. All right, y'all, caught a ton of really good fish. A couple of them I'm not gonna show on here because there are some very obvious landmarks that I didn't realize were in the background, and I'd be pretty silly posting those right before the tournament, since this is right before a big tournament on the Susquehanna. So I'm not gonna post some of the big fish catches I had today, but you can kind of get the gist of it. It's been so much fun. We've got about 3 hours left before it gets dark. Running up to fish some new water, but overall I'm pretty impressed with this little Berkeley Nessie, this 5-inch, the smaller one. I wish I get a little bit better hookup ratio, but I think that having just a slightly softer rod with that little treble hook might help. So we're gonna experiment with that later throughout the week. But so far, y'all, I'm pretty dang impressed with it. Really wish I didn't lose the tail on my bait, my little rat bait. That kind of bums me out. I'd like to be throwing that right now, especially on this really juicy looking shady bank, but that's okay. We're gonna move on up, fish some new water, and I'm probably gonna keep throwing this little Nessie. I think I'm getting better hookup ratio, slowing it down just a little bit, twitching it a little bit, but we're gonna keep playing with it.
You know if it's functioning or not.
Whoosh. Oh no!
Off?
Yes! You know that was a big one. Oh no! Oh, come on, get it again. Ah! See how big he is. It's not the one that ate it. It's not the fish that ate it. got that one hooked just right. Oh gosh! Are you big? How big are you? It's a decent one. Oh, there's a bigger one with it!
How big?
There's a bigger one. This one's probably only about 15, but there's a bigger one with it. Probably 17. That one ate it good. Chunky one. Fish tried to eat it. So it is kind of hooking some of the smaller ones. There's another one there. Really skinny one. Oh, you get the spot. We're good. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a big one. That's a big one. Come here, fish. Might be a 17. Maybe a little bigger. Yeah, you're bigger. Come here, fish. Come here, fish.
Tell me you got a net at least back at where you're staying. You gonna use a net in the tournament?
Yeah.
Alright, good.
Woo! That's an 18.
Sweet.
Another nice one. Nice.
Got a bunch of water in my boat.
Do you?
I left the drain plug out. And it won't, so it won't fill. Yeah, I didn't have the drain plug in.
Choke that bait. That one, that was on the little bladed jig. That might be a good fish to end it on, you guys. That was on a little bladed jig. That one fought pretty dang hard. Oh, what a cool river. It is gonna get dark here. Well, it is kind of getting dark, but it's gonna be very dark in about 15 minutes. We're about 20 minutes from the ramp. So might need to start making our way, but this is how much I love this place. It's so hard to just stop casting. Oh, there's another one right there. I missed it. So hard to stop casting, you guys. This place is so dang special. All right, y'all, as much as I want to keep fishing, it is time to head in. It's getting dark. I got to drag through a cut to get back to this ramp. That was so much fun. I caught so many fish on some of the new Berkeley baits, on some of the wake baits, on that Savage Gear bait, and got to cover a ton of water using my motor on this river. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will link some of the baits down there. I wish I would have had a little bit better hookup ratio with that, with the 5-inch Nessie, but I'm gonna try it on a little softer rod, and I'll let you guys know how that goes for the rest of the week. Thank you guys so much for watching, and stay tuned for the tournament.